Well, first up is a presentation.
Yes, Commissioners. First is a presentation proclaiming Giving Tuesday in Clackamas County. Our presenter is Caroline Hill from County Administration.
Good morning, Commissioners, Administrator Schmidt, Kevin. So yes, we're here to talk about Giving Tuesday. This is a movement that started back in 2012 by the 92nd Street Y and the United Nations Foundation. The goal is to create an International Day of Charitable Giving. We like to emphasize volunteerism and philanthropy. This movement was brought to us by a person from Volunteers in Medicine. And oh, would you mind coming up to the podium and say a few words about the movement, please? Her name is, I wrote it down here. Excuse me.
Darlene Fritchie.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for your consideration in doing this, and I would like to say this. I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. I fell. I was lucky enough that the consideration never had to be given about, what do? I don't have money for a doctor to go to the emergency. It was never anything we thought of. We just did what we needed to do. However, so many of the people in our county don't have that consideration. They have to make a choice between getting treatment or putting a roof over their head or feeding their children. And while we at the clinic have free medical care, we have doctors and nurses that volunteer, we still have to keep the lights on. We still have to pay the water. And so we desperately need support so we can continue to provide for these families in our county.
Thank you.
Thank you. And because Clackamas County works with very many organizations within the county to provide all kinds of services, whether it's assistance with food, rent assistance, anything, we decided to go ahead and invite them so that we could recognize them today. If you don't mind, please standing at where you are and. Please remain standing. There's going to be a picture. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to read the proclamation. Okay. Yes? Okay. Proclaiming Giving Tuesday in Clackamas County. Whereas Giving Tuesday was established as a national day of giving on the Tuesday following Thanksgiving. And whereas Giving Tuesday is a celebration of philanthropy and volunteerism where people give whatever they are able to give. And whereas Giving Tuesday is a day where citizens work together to share commitments, rally for favorite causes, build a stronger community, and think about other people. And whereas it is fitting and proper on Giving Tuesday and on every day to recognize the tremendous impact of philanthropy, volunteerism, and community service in Clackamas County, Oregon. And whereas Giving Tuesday is an opportunity to encourage citizens to serve others throughout this holiday season and during other times of the year. Now, therefore, the Clackamas County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim December 3rd, 2019 as Giving Tuesday in Clackamas County. We encourage all citizens to join together to give back to the community in any way that is personally meaningful.
Okay, entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the, I lost the term.
Proclamation.
Thank you. Proclamation.
Second. Tuesday.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the proclamation declaring, I guess, Tuesday in Clackamas. Which
December
Tuesday
3rd.
is this, by the way?
Tuesday, December 3rd, next Tuesday.
December 3rd as Giving Tuesday in Clackamas County. Any further discussion?
I just want to thank everyone here. I tell people often, 9 years of being a commissioner, the big discovering how many people and how many organizations are in the county that give and help our community than those in need. In inclement weather, during the toughest times, people donate their own time. And I've just been overwhelmed by that, the compassion of our community and how rich we are as a community that give back to all. So I almost tear up every time I think about it. But it demonstrates here today. Look how many organizations or people here are being represented today. And this is just a small portion of the people that are out there giving. So I just want to give my gratitude and thanks and appreciation for everything you all do, so thank you.
Yeah, and, in addition, if you did calculate all the hours of volunteerism, Clackamas County would have to have a lot higher taxes to cover the costs of all you do. And so thank you very much. We do have a grant program, which I imagine some of you have been recipients of. That was created, I'm going to say, about 10 years ago. And it's about $250,000. We already did that this year, but watch for that next year. If we can help, we're more than willing to help. Ken?
Yeah, I'd like to point out that there's probably 50 or more citizen volunteer groups that work with the various departments here in Clackamas County that you were referring to that stretch the resources that we have a lot further than they would go without that help. And I see one of them is a personal friend of mine sitting in the back of the room, and I know he's going to blush because I'm going to point him out. But he works for our radio, ham radio group that does helps our search and rescue here in Clackamas County and anywhere else they have to go. And it's Dave sitting in the back. Dave, would you stand up, please? He's my neighbor, and he's a former Marine, so I got to point him out.
Thank you very much. Oh, did we vote? We got to vote?
Not vote yet, no.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much.